So this brings me to do a video about this, because I get asked about this a lot, guys, and that is about the Michelin Street Pilots. I have said, and I did mention it in the R3 review video, but I didn't really go in depth on the tyres. Michelin Street Pilots, are they good, or are they even worth it? Look, they're good as a commuting tyre. Don't get me wrong, they're a fantastic commuting tyre. If you're not going to do some heavy canyon stuff or heavy twisty riding and really push the bike, then they're probably not the best for that. They will grip for a bit, and then they'll just start letting go. Over long term, like I've had them on my bike, I've still got them on my bike, and I don't know if I'm going to update them or not, because they're fine for just commuting around, but when you really start pushing them in the twisties, they don't like it. I've had the front starting to let go of me all the time now. Like I'm coming into a corner and I'll just let go, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a bit hairy, just a little bit hairy, you know. I'd have to just twist that throttle back a little bit of a notch. But it's only when I'm heavy on it, and when I mean heavy on it, I'm like, I'm pushing the bike, I'm pushing myself, I'm pushing the bike. But as an everyday commuting tyre, they're alright. They're alright in the wet, they're alright in cold weather, they're alright in the heat. Believe it or not, they're a very all-round tyre. But it's just, if you're a canyon guy, you would have shit canned these tyres. You would have said they were really bad, and that's because, like, under immense stress, they do slip. But I don't think they're actually designed to be a track orientated or even canyon orientated tyre, to be honest with you. I don't reckon they are. I noticed it yesterday. Maybe it's because the tyres are probably what you Americans call 2 riding seasons or something. They're old, so maybe they're just starting to let go. Honestly, didn't really have an issue with them last year, pushing them through the twisties, but this year I've noticed, since they've done a whole year round, that they're just not, they haven't got that grip. They're starting to let go, but they're tacky though. Like you pull over, they're really tacky and sticky and all that sort of stuff. It's just they don't have the grip. I don't know what it is. So, and I've had a lot of people asking me about it, and you know, should you buy them and this and that, and you've got an R3, it came out with it, should I keep them on my R3 or should I change them straight up? A lot of people bag these tyres so much to the point that they're like, just get rid of them off your bike straight up out of the factory, don't even leave the factory with them on, man. They're that crap. They're not that crap. Like seriously, I've had them on for all year round and they've been great. It's just now when you're like really pushing them in the twisties, they lose that. They haven't got that grip. Like when you do that flick, they have the grip, but it's when you just like pushing it, can't even push it because this guy, but it's like when you got the bike leant over you under brakes, you really got the bike stressed up, it's squirreling, it's moving underneath you, like that sort of stuff. Like you're like, oh yeah, this is these are starting to let go now. I'm starting to find the flaws in these tyres, you know. Yeah, but as an overall, these are pretty good, man. Like I'm not going to shit can them and say they're terrible, because they're not. They're not a terrible tyre. But if you were going to do track days, if you were going to really push it in the twisties, and I mean just be a canyon rider, then I wouldn't recommend these tyres. And that's my experience. Every time I've pushed it, the bike has bitten me. And like the R3 is a pretty tame bike, and the thing that is actually letting it down is its tyres, man. It's a shame, but when people did the reviews on it, man, I don't think people actually did the reviews for a beginner entry-level rider, and that's what I did. Like you listen to half these reviews and stuff, I'm not bagging anyone, but there's a lot of people that said they're that bad, the tyres are that bad, just completely get rid of them, don't even keep them on your bike. Now man, like for a beginner rider, they're not going to use the full potential of these tyres, man. Like pushing it on the street, you sort of stretch their limits, but a person who's going to be buying this bike, excluding me because I brought it as a commuting bike, but like the people who are going to be buying this bike, a majority are beginner riders, man, and they're not going to push the bike to those limits, and if they do, they'll end up going down. You know, it's how it is. You know, you're going to go down. I've managed to save it a few times. I've been pretty lucky and saved it by having the front let go on me. The front's the scary part. You know, when the rear lets go, it's not too bad. When the front lets go, that's a little bit of poo leaves your ass and goes in your pants.